Hi class, let's review the syllabus a little. So I'm on the website here, Canvas, and I don't know if you know this, probably do, but you know this little 3-line thing, I've heard it called a hamburger. You just click it and it shows the navigation menu, or it removes it. So on our Canvas page, we just went through the course welcome, right? And you see all the due dates. I program into Canvas, so they should pop up for you. Down here is the syllabus section. We're going to go through this right here. And I just made a slight tweak. I noticed there was some errors in something on the syllabus, and I just fixed that. And there's just answer 2 questions on the syllabus right here. Right here is a document that just kind of shows you the difference between Finance 420 investment analysis and this course, because there is a little bit of overlap, but once you've taken both courses, I think you'll kind of agree they are substantially different. And I did originally think about, could I just add in this course to Finance 420, but there's just too much material in it. I didn't think it was possible, and so hence this is a separate class. And I also included a couple other parts that we're going to review today besides the SIE material. Here's some standard boilerplate information from the university about policies, resources available to you. And then, further down, this is where I have extra notes. Here are the documents where I have my own notes about equities, debt, corporate debt, and then there's some videos interspersed in here. The order is a little bit different than what you'll see on the Cerify Past Perfect website, because they changed up some of the stuff, and I haven't been able to update my notes yet to precisely fit with what they did. But let's go ahead and go through the syllabus here. So first off, I do have a Word version if that's what you prefer. That's my main document, and then I just copy it into Canvas. And then I will be inserting a video in here. It says see video below, but I'm in the process of making that video, so it's not in there yet. This is me, Eric Fricke, and the best way to reach me is via email. So it's 100% online, asynchronous course, obviously. You guys are part of that program. We'll talk about exam due dates as we see below, but really for the Cerify Past Perfect SIE stuff, I have due dates in there, but I have to go up to the website and manually copy courses over, and it's a real pain in the neck. So I'm gonna wait a couple days, probably after the due dates, until I pull your grades down, because it's kind of a laborious process, and I don't want to have to keep redoing it every time somebody wants to wait a week or do another attempt after a week or something like that. So just so you know that. If you have questions throughout the course, you can either email me and ask for a Zoom office hour, or you can just email me. Or if it's not personal, right? If it's course related, technical, homework, that type of thing, just go ahead and leave a question on our discussion board in Canvas. Ask questions here. I have official office hours, but email me and we can set up a time that's beneficial for both of us. Let's see. I'm just going to skip down some of this stuff. Okay, let's look at the course materials, what you'll need to do this course. Obviously Canvas, and then you're going to need the SIE content, and what you have to do is go to this website link here, and you're going to purchase it. It's going to be about $90. Sorry about that. I tried to make the course free, but I wasn't able to swing that this summer. But there is a 10% discount. The InvestNet Institute website, you'll need that. That's free. And once you sign up, and I get the class to sign up and say they're okay with my sharing your email to the InvestNet Institute, then you'll get access to that. And then finally, there's this extra credit, signing up for the actual official real life SIE exam given by FINRA. It's I don't know, I think it's like a 3 or 4 hour exam. You have to go to a Prometrics web place. They did have some online stuff, but double check, because they changed some of that stuff over time. The cool thing about the actual real life exam is, we've had last class I think I had about 5 or 6 students pass it. Not everybody took it, but the ones that passed, they kind of methodically went through the material and learned it, as opposed to just like clicking through and looking up answers and stuff like that. So if you want to pass, you do have to like spend the time to like go through the questions, take notes, and try to answer them yourself, and redoing the questions versus just looking up an answer and putting it in, because you're not really learning it then, and you're not retaining that in your memory. So you get a 15%, that's huge, extra credit at the end of the course if you sign up for this. And I would suggest picking a date sometime after the course. Maybe give yourself a couple weeks to like do more final exam attempts and stuff. And like I said, I had a student who got a job at Morgan Stanley a year ago, and it was because they passed this. And I was able to contact Morgan Stanley, and they gave the student an interview. And so I would definitely recommend taking it. It's something to think about. With how companies are implementing AI right now. What they found is that anything that requires human touch, contact, are the jobs where they're going to be saved from AI. Things where you're doing like just pushing paper or something that doesn't require that personal touch, something that's just a methodical process. Companies are looking more and more at doing AI for that stuff. And wealth management is one of those areas where they need people, because believe it or not, in finance, finance is probably one of the first areas where they use automation and stuff. They tried robo-investing about 10, 15 years ago, 15, and it didn't take over too well. We still have some of these robo-advisors, but really, companies that have wealth managers where someone can talk to someone about their particular issues and what they should do, they're doing a lot better. And so wealth managers, there's still a big job opportunity there, and that's one of the reasons for this course. So this part here shows the different directions for signing up for the official FINRA SIE exam. Let's talk about grading a little. All these little discussion boards, like the 2 points for the questions for the syllabus, the course welcome, that's all part of it. Permission to send your email to InvestNet, that's part of it. The SIE chapter tests and final exam are going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of work, so don't sleep on that. Don't delay it. I only made it so the first chapter is due the end of this first week, but I would suggest going faster and harder if you could, because it does take a lot of time. It's not like super hard in terms of, all the information's there. You just have to go through, learn it as best you can, and then start taking different test attempts to get good at it. The good news is I do give you a 10% curve on whatever their maximum score is when you take the chapter tests, okay? But think about this, in the real life exam, you need 70% to pass, right? So your target is hopefully higher than that, to give yourself some safety room in case, you get a particular hard question or two. But for our part, I'm going to give you a 10% curve because I know the questions are, I'm getting tongue tied, are pretty hard. So so hopefully that alleviates some of the stress. The second part is when you see these exams, don't forget 15% extra credit is pretty huge. There's also going to be a final exam, and it's also within this past perfect. And again, I'll add 10% to whatever highest grade you got. They have like 10 different versions of final exams, and I'm just going to grade the first attempt, right? So you can't just like take 5 attempts at the same final exam because they're not random. Each final exam is set with a specific question. So you only take 1 attempt at each one. You can take as many as you want. I think up to 10 different versions of the final exam they have. But I'll add 10% to that. The CFA Level 1 Ethics stuff is all going to be in Canvas. And we'll talk about that as we go on. InvestNet, I'll get them to send you an email with how to set up the website and stuff like that. And then basically what's going to happen is you'll get a certificate. It says you took the course, you passed it, and then you're going to upload that certificate on the Canvas, and then I'll give you full credit for it. Don't be scared by this, but there's a lot of low point stuff on here, okay? This is how your grade's going to come about. These first 5 things here are basically pretty easy type stuff, and then here are the chapters. And I know it's a lot. It's a little scary, and I think there's like 16. Yeah, 16 chapters. We're going to do about 2 a week. Week 1, we're only going to get 1 chapter just because I wanted to like ease in for you a little. This content used to be about I think 10 or 12 chapters, and that's how my own notes that you'll see in Canvas are based on the original like 10 or 12. And then it just got expanded, and basically they took a lot of the regulatory stuff and then regulatory and trading, and they put that into these extra 4 chapters. So that's why we have 16, and my personal notes only have like 10 or 12. Let's see. Here's the extra credit, right? 15%. It's up to you whether or not you want to do it, but there's a due date on when to sign up for it. Here's the course schedule. Okay, so go to Canvas, do the start here, course welcome, check out the syllabus, finish the chapter 1 test, and I would recommend starting on chapter 2 already, but you don't have to finish the test yet. So introduce yourself. Here you got all the assignments and everything you got to do. I don't necessarily have to repeat all this. You guys can see it. And then you can see every week thereafter, we're going to have a couple chapters due. So 2, 3, and 4 are going to be due end of week 2. So that's why I pushed 2 back 1 week to give you a little reprieve. But I think you better start at least studying it, okay? So pretty much 2 chapters a week. And then as we get toward the end of week 8, I want you to sign up for the official SI exam and put that document up, upload it for extra credit. And then we're also going to start looking at the ethics, the CFA level part, because the CFA covers a lot of stuff, and if you look at our finance classes, we cover most of it, but the one part we were missing was the ethics. And so that's part of the reason for this course, is to cover that part. And then in the final week, we're going to do the InvestNet or have the InvestNet course due. You, of course, can finish the InvestNet course at any time. You don't have to wait till then. All this stuff, all the SIE stuff, the InvestNet, You can do that at any time. Even the final exam for the SIE stuff, you can do that anytime. You don't have to wait till the end of August. The only thing I have scheduled is the CFA Level 1 Ethics during finals week, but you know what? If someone wants to really bang this course out and finish early, let me know, and I'll see about uploading that quiz sooner. And I'm fine if you guys want to finish quicker, give you more of a summer. So that is the syllabus. And anyway, if you have any questions, post it on the discussion board. And here are my lecture notes again. I know it's kind of the same order, but you'll see there are fewer chapters than the past perfect. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, it looks like 13. Okay, so all right, everybody. You'll see here's the information on the InvestNet link, and then here's the ethics content further down on the Canvas website, and here's the Level 1 ethics. All right, so well, that's it, and I hope you guys have a good course, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye-bye.